Welcome into this week's edition of the Coyote Net Report. I'm here with Coach Leanne Williamson. And Coach, the Coyotes have played 3 matches since we last spoke, going 3-0, winning all 3 in 4 sets. Just talk back to the match in Brookings against South Dakota State, coming away with a win, but also just the atmosphere and the way the match went, and obviously securing another point for the South Dakota Showdown series.
Yeah, I mean, first, I love a good rivalry match. I think it's a lot of fun to be a part of, and I think SCSU has done a good job to kind of rally around the volleyball program, especially a little bit more this year with the success that they've had, and a great environment. I mean, they had over 1,000 people there for their hobo days, and I think it was a lot of fun to be a part of. You know, obviously, it's a lot more fun when you can walk away with a win there, but I think our players were tested in some different situations, you know, not only with the crowd being kind of against them, and really that's probably one of the best opponent crowds we've been a part of. But again, a good SDSU team really challenging us and forcing us to have to earn a lot of our points through that. So we had to weather some storms there. Obviously, they played really well in the second set, and we did not. So kind of got our butts kicked in that set. But for us to respond and really find a way to finish out the match in 4 and not allow it to go to 5, I think was a really good testament to, I think, the growth that this team has had. You know, there's been other times in the past where we haven't responded that well. You know, when we've had a mishap in a set. So I was really happy with the way we were able to walk out of there with the win. And obviously, anytime you can do it against your rivals, it's a huge deal.
And you talk about responding from adversity. You kind of face the same thing, returning home back-to-back matches with Kansas City and Oral Roberts to maintain that perfect home record. What did you like about how the team handled that adversity and getting those matches done in 4 sets?
I mean, one, again, we love being at home. There's just a little bit of a sense of calm to that, and having our home fans behind us, and the Coyote Crazies making a lot of noise. So we knew that both Kansas City and Oral Roberts were going to be really good matches, and we also felt like those were 2 really important matches for us, just in terms of getting through the second half and being able to come away with wins. And, you know, we talk so much about you have to protect your home floor. You have to win at home, and then you have to be able to sneak some out on the road. And obviously went 1-on-1 against them last time we were against that duo. So happy that we could walk away with the 2-0 record. And I don't think it came easy, but I do feel like our team progressed so much since the last time we played them. And I think you saw that in just the way the match ended up going.
And the Coyotes are currently positioned in second place in the Summit League. We talk about focusing on the next task at hand. How much does that really come into play now, knowing that the team knows that everything they want to accomplish is right in front of them?
Yeah, I mean, again, just to go back to that last question, we felt like we had to win those 2 in order to put, you know, kind of the rest of the conference in our own hands. You know, I think we kind of have control of our own destiny in some ways, just because we feel like if we can continue to take care of business at home, obviously take care of the ones on the road, we're going to be in a really good spot, and it's going to come down to those last couple matches, which is exactly where we want to be. So, you know, again, that loss early on in the season, it's not what we wanted, but at the same time, I really think it kind of jump-started our progress and put us into the position that we are now, which is honestly a much better team. I mean, we're a much better volleyball team overall, and we're still able to make those little improvements as we go, and the buy-in is definitely there. So, you know, glad that we could leave home here, being 2-0, and now going on this tough road stretch this weekend. I think that there's 2 more really key games for us to go 1-0 in.
And the next task at hand is obviously this week's road swing that takes South Dakota to Western Illinois on Thursday and St. Thomas on Saturday. What are some of the keys to having a successful road trip?
You know, continuing to focus on our side of the net. You know, it doesn't matter if we're playing the top of the league or the bottom of the league. You know, we're constantly trying to be the best version of ourselves and really focus on playing South Dakota volleyball. And when you're in the gym every day, you kind of know what that looks like and you know what's expected. But, you know, there's times that I think it can get lost. So especially when you're on the road and you're not playing in front of your home fans, and things aren't always as simple. So looking forward to obviously that next challenge of being on the road and having a tough road trip, you know, to Western and then up to St. Thomas and then back home. So I think the team is ready for it. And again, I feel much more prepared just in terms of the growth that we've had as a program at this point now. But 2 really big matches for us, again, to continue to move forward in the direction that we want to be going.
And we won't talk again until after the final home games of the regular season, which are Omaha and Denver in a couple weeks. Just talk briefly about the impact the 5 seniors have had on this program.
I think every year it's a little bit of the same, but this is a big group. Graduating 5 here, 5 people that have had lasting impacts on this program, just in terms of their long tenures here. Whether it was a few years or whether it was an entire, whether it's 5 years. I think just all of them have given a ton. To the people around them, to this program as a whole, to the athletic department, to the academic community here, and then obviously the community as a whole. And definitely people that we are going to miss, players that we are going to miss, but we're really, really excited for them to take that next step in life and give some more just to the real world.
And you've been listening to the Coyote Net Report with Coach Leanne Williamson.